So what's your yak story?
My yak story? So this is my best China story. This was my first year. I had my 1 month of like basic Chinese under my belt. I want to go see a Tibetish area without getting a Tibet visa. So this is like far west Sichuan, but it was October weekend, or the October week where everyone's crazy traveling.
Yeah.
So everything's booked up, and so I need to find somewhere to live, and I'm like, well, there's like these homestays with yak herders. And I'm like, that would be super cool. I'm gonna try that. So yeah, no, I emailed her about it, and she like explains how to get to this place in the middle of nowhere. And like, take a right at the stupa, go over the hill, and when you're there, like make sure you have a pocket full of rocks or a large stick because of wild dogs. And I messaged her back going, like, is this a real thing? Like, do I, like, what are my odds of finding, was it like a maybe or a definitely? And she's like, make sure you have it. So my day starts when they don't have like trains or buses there. You need to like go to the town square where you meet a random person with a pickup truck where you pay 100 kwai to get you to the next town. So I did that. And I actually ended up losing my camera in that trip.
Oh no.
And then I was super stressed and I didn't have time, I didn't like drink water that day. So I was like dehydrated. So I left my bag.
Not dehydrated. It was dehydrated?
Yeah, so I left my bag in town and took like a small bag with my stuff. And I'm dehydrated, walking, following her like kind of sketchy instructions. And it's hot out, and you're at elevation, so the sun is a lot more intense. You're probably like 3,500 meters at that point. And so I remember being super hot and I burn easily, so I like wrapped my towel around my head and I'm walking down this road when a guy in a motorcycle takes pity on me and drives me the rest of the way, which was nice. Show up at this place, there weren't any dogs, luckily.
Good.
There's a little girl who speaks English miraculously. She's like, her cousin's from Colorado.
Damn.
So she takes me, she's like, yeah, so to get to my aunt and uncle who I was going to be staying with, you need to cross the river. I'm like, I didn't see your bridge. So there's no bridge. You should take off your shoes. So you take off your shoes, you walk through there, you show up at this tent where the family lives and they herd yaks, and that's where I spent 2 days of time.
Oh my god, yes.
And you're just like, so it's a tent, and then inside the tent is another tent, and they sleep in that tent. But the bigger tent has like the living stuff, but no floor.
Okay.
So it's just like a rain shelter, and I stayed in that tent.
Oh my god.
So like at night, there's like bugs around because there's
the best Airbnb I've ever heard of.
Yeah. So they give me all this food. I'm hungry, and it's all yak based. It was like yak tongue and potatoes, which was nice, and then yak yogurt. And it was at this point when I learned that I'm allergic to yak milk.
Oh no.
I did not know this about myself previously.
Why would you?
Yeah, so I have their yak yogurt, and then about 20 minutes later, I puke up their yak yogurt. And then the dad only spoke the local dialect. The mom spoke like broken Mandarin, and I spoke broken Mandarin. So I had to explain somehow that it wasn't that I was trying to offend them, I just couldn't have more of their yak dairy-based products.
Are you sure it wasn't like
like
that specifically? Like, have you done allergy tests for yak?
Later on, I had like yak dumplings, and I got sick again. So
oh my gosh.
Twice, yeah. So we're in there. Over that time period, I went for like a walk the next day, and I got chased by wild dogs. So that ended up happening. So I had like 3 rocks in my pocket. I throw a rock to show like I didn't hit them, but like I tried. I miss. They at least know I have the capability of throwing rocks. I then take out my second rock to show them that there are more than the first rock. But I only had one other rock, and there was 3 dogs. They don't know this, but you know. And then I just backed up for like half an hour until I got back to where like I was.
You just like walked backwards?
Yeah, like facing them like this.
Oh, no.
So that was my next day. 2 British girls show up the next day to also live there for a couple days, and one of them is being severely affected by altitude sickness, but she was cool with it. She's like, this happened to me before. I'm like, you should probably go down, but she's like, no. So that happened. She was puking all night from
no.
that. And then I had to trek another 2 hours back out the next day, still sick. It was just, I learned I don't want to live in a tent. That's what I learned about myself.
In conclusion,
in that trip. It was the weirdest experience in my life, and I never want to have it.
I love that.